Hello everyone, and welcome to day 28 of 31 days of FlyLady Baby Steps. Our topic today is one of those topics that seems a little off kilter when talking about organizing your home, cleaning your home, decluttering your home. Yet it's a topic that I feel like maybe isn't talked about or discussed quite enough, but it's so important, and it really has everything to do with how we manage our homes. And today's topic is taking care of yourself. I've really learned the value of how important taking care of myself is in the last few months. I work from home, and so that means that I don't really get out and get to engage or socialize with other people most of the time throughout the week, because two different things. Mainly right now we're in the heart of the wet season here in Florida, so it rains every day. So I pretty much stay indoors every day. Secondly, my work hours. I work 9:30 in the morning until 6 p.m. Now, after 6 p.m., Henry's home from work, and by the time we fix dinner, we eat dinner, clean up after dinner to do my nighttime routine, we get a little bit of TV time at night, and it's bedtime. So we never go anywhere through the week. If we absolutely have to go somewhere, we go to do what errand we have to run and come back, because going through the week is kind of off limits. So that is the main thing, is that I don't get out of the apartment and get to socialize with anyone else. Secondly, being here in South Florida, I am 10 hours away from everyone in my family and all of my friends. So we've lived here in Florida, and we haven't really met anyone and made any friends. So we have no socialization. So that being said, there are a lot of days where it's so easy to feel really isolated and just completely detached from the world. Now, being someone who has co-concurring mental health diagnoses, that's a really dangerous place to get in. And it's easy to give in and to that feeling of isolation and really start playing up on it. I have, in the last few months, since we've been down here alone, I have battled a couple of bouts of depression off and on, and the good thing is that I recognize it and I address it, pretty much as soon as it happens. But it's really easy to just kind of like not want to do it, not want to take care of myself. There are some days that I try to get up and do my morning routines, and I will do my morning skincare routine. Like, I'll get up and brush my teeth and put my hair serum in and my moisturizer. But some days I don't want to put on makeup. I don't want to put on clothes. There are days when it's like lunchtime or early in the afternoon before Henry's due to come home. I'm still in my pajamas. I don't have any makeup on. Haven't touched my hair. I just pin it back with a clip. Still have bedhead. And when those days occur, I can tell such a big difference, because when Henry comes home and I'm still in my pajamas and my hair's all disheveled, and he just knows. He just knows it's just been a bad day. And I'm pissy, I'm whiny, I'm moody because I'm like, I never get to see people. We never get to go anywhere. We never do anything. I never get out of this apartment. And it's just all this negativity. It feeds, it just feeds on itself. You think about these thoughts and then you start feeling, down. Then you're slipping down a very dangerous slope, into getting depressed. But the days that I do take care of myself and I will, put on some actual real clothes, put on some makeup, do something with my hair, I can tell so much difference, in the way, even throughout the day. I work in the house in my little office, and I never talk to anybody else until Henry comes home, unless I have to do an insurance phone call. But I can still greet Henry, with a lightness and just a lightness, because on those days that I don't take care of myself and get dressed and do anything for myself, there's just this heaviness. And if you've ever battled with depression or, different types of mental illnesses, then you understand what that heaviness is. And it's so hard to explain. If it's really hard to put it into words for someone else, but if you know it, and there's that. So there's the heaviness versus just being light, a lightness. And you hear all the time, you can't pour from an empty cup. Well, people say that all the time because it's so true. Like, you can't give to anyone or anything if you have nothing to give yourself. You can't stay on top of cleaning your house, because I know when I don't take care of myself emotionally or physically, it shows up in my housework. The laundry gets backed up. The dishes are sitting in the sink unwashed. I couldn't tell you the last time I mop or dust. You know when it happens, and the effect that it has. But just doing little things to take care of yourself. On days that I feel, I feel like the loneliness or the isolation creeping in, I do a little something, like put on a makeup or put on a little jewelry, just a little bling, just something for myself, just to make me feel better. Another thing, I've been battling a cold. Pretty much since I moved to Florida, I've been battling something. We moved here last year in October. In November, I got pneumonia and was sick with pneumonia for 2 months. Got over it right about Christmas time, just in time to get the rotavirus for 2 weeks. And then since the rotavirus cleared up, and after the first of the year, I've just had this chronic cold off and on, which right now I've been really battling this coldish flu, which apparently I did some research and found out the rhinovirus is something that's really blown up here in Florida recently. But I think a lot of that has to do, we're right in the heart of the wet season down here, so it pretty much rains every day and everything is just wet everywhere. But there's naturally so much water down here, canals, lakes, ponds, the ocean. The humidity is unfreaking believable. You can walk outside at 5 o'clock in the morning and literally your face will melt off. The humidity is unbearable. And it's just so hot. During the fall and the winter, from the time we moved in October until March, pretty much the entire fall and winter, the temperatures actually made it down to 60 degrees, twice, 2 times. It does. So I think that the combination of the heat, it never gets cold, and all the dampness, I think that just bacteria must breed down here. Bacteria and germs. Because I'm fighting a cold again, and I've pretty much had a cold for an entire year living in Florida, and I don't understand it. And maybe I'm acclimating, I don't know. But in North Georgia, where I'm from, it gets cold. I mean, we get hot and we get humid weather in the summer, but in the winter, we get sub-freezing temperatures and we get snow. And I think that germs and antigens have a chance to die out up there where they don't really so much down here. And it just leads to more illness. That's my theory. I don't know. If you know any different, please educate me, because I have been doing a lot of research online trying to figure out, like, why am I sick every day since I moved to Florida? It is crazy. But anyway, I digress. So I was dealing with these cold symptoms and just feeling yucky. My head feels yucky, having a cough. So last night I made myself a hot cup of tea. Just a little thing. Just a little cup of hot tea, and it was just so nice. Or sometimes when I ever get a little break from the rain and the sun peeps its little head out, sometime over the weekend or when I'm not actually in here working, I love to sit outside in the sun and read, which reading can be hard down here because the sun is so bright. It's like brutally bright. But out where our pool area is, there's this lovely little gazebo that's covered, and so you're sitting by the pool. The pool's kind of to the front of you, the pond is kind of to the left of you, and you're just under this little covered gazebo, and that's a perfect place to read. So I like to go out there when I can, but just doing something for yourself. We have to take care of our homes. We have to take care of our families, but we're not going to be at our best to take care of those things when we're not taking care of ourselves first. So that is the big thing for today, is our baby step, is take care of yourself. Fix yourself a hot cup of tea. Treat yourself to a chocolate chip muffin. Put on a little makeup, a little lip gloss, put on a piece of jewelry, put on some real clothes. Okay, I'm speaking to myself there, but just some little something every day. It doesn't even have to be big or time consuming or involve any money at all. Just set aside a little time. Or if you can't even schedule the time in, like sometime throughout your day, you catch yourself, the baby's napping, you haven't had to start dinner yet, you've got 3 minutes of alone time. Do something nice for yourself and take care of yourself. A hot bubble bath with a glass of wine and some Josh Groban. Okay, that's how I take care of myself. I literally put on some Josh Groban, pour me some chilled wine, run a hot bath, and wow, a whole new Tina emerges from the bathroom. Honestly, I'm not kidding. It's perfect. But just whatever you have to do. I mean, that's the important thing, is just take care of you. Take care of you. And I think that's really just it. That's the whole message of today, is to take care of yourself. Do something nice for you today, and then you wake up tomorrow and you keep repeating that every single day. Do something nice for you to take care of yourself. And that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow for day 29. Ooh, this 31 days is almost over. I can't believe it. Anyway, have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.